To this now. The Mauritius national cycling team is reeling from the loss of its 12 bikes, which were apparently stolen at a guest farm in the Paarl vicinity. The team had to delay the departure to the All African Championships as a result of this theft. These are some very expensive bikes. Just one, costs 100,000 rands. Now, for more on the story, we're joined by the Mauritius national team manager, Trevor Court. He's joining us from Cape Town via Zoom. I would say a very good evening, Trevor, but it's not for you and the team, is it?
Yeah, it's been a pretty rough time that we've had in these last 2 days, that's for sure.
What now? These are very expensive bikes. I would imagine you don't have R1 million just sitting around for you to replace them. So how do you then go forward?
Yeah, so we've been very fortunate. The cycling community is a big community, especially in the Paarl area and the Western Cape. And we've been contacted by lots of cycling clubs, bicycle shops, and individuals have even just WhatsApped me. And yeah, people have been very kind and generous and offered their bikes. So we've managed to get a few bikes from some individuals and also from the World African Cycling Centre. Yeah, so we're still missing a few time trial bikes, which are hard to come by. But yeah, the people have been very generous and kind, so we are very thankful for that.
What are you hearing from the authorities? This happened on Wednesday evening. You were supposed to have boarded a flight to Egypt today. So what have you heard from the authorities?
Yeah, so we've had some video footage of guys riding the bikes. We've had video footage of 3 guys riding bicycles from street cameras, but there's nothing finalized at the moment. There were talks that they did apprehend three people, but again, we haven't heard anything further if these are the right 3 people and if they do know where the bikes are. Yeah, so we're just waiting with bated breath.
The state of the team, the state of the riders. I mean, I imagine this is somewhat of an occurrence that would take them off their game, you know, because the championships are around the corner. I would imagine they were also very focused on making sure that they perform really well. But now that this has happened, it's all that I would imagine it's all they're thinking about.
Yeah, it was like we were in a Leon Schuster movie coming to the bike room, and there were no bicycles, and we all thought it was a big joke at first, and unfortunately it wasn't a joke. It was actually a nightmare. And yeah, of course, the morale of the riders is not at the highest. These guys have been training super hard, and this is their first international outing since 2019. So it's very, very disappointing and demoralizing that this has happened to us, and especially in the time when we're about to go to Egypt, and this is a very important race where you race, you get the opportunity to race to be the best rider in Africa. So it's highly disappointing.
That being said, though, I would hope that they are professionals and that they will still find a way to refocus and put their minds on achieving, especially because this is now an opportunity for them to show the world that nothing like this can put them down. So I still would want to believe that they're going to go out there and give everything they can. Yeah.
So there's always hope. The sun rises every morning and it sets every evening. So whenever the sun is going to continue to do that, I think we still have to have hope, and the ambitions are still high. Guys have done the training. There's not much more that we can do. Like I said earlier, we managed to get some bicycles. It's not their own bicycles, but still, the passion is still there to ride and to race, and we feel that we've got a good chance to compete. Obviously, with Kimberly Lacourte winning the Cape Argus, I think we've got a good chance of doing really well in the women's race and also in the men's race.
Trevor, I can only but hope that you being here on our platform opens up the door for the rest of the bikes that you need to come your way, and that the cycling community and just South Africans in general and the world, hears your plea and they come in support. We really do hope that everything works out for you, and all the best out in Egypt. That is the team manager of the Mauritius national cycling team, Trevor Court, and that is